If you guys are looking for a cheap and reliable place to get your FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check the link in the description and use the code ETANI to get 5% off. What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Sorry for not, uploading for nearly a week now, just because there isn't that much to upload, but I thought to myself, why don't I show you my final squad in FIFA 18? It's going to be a lot of players that I've tried out throughout the whole year, but these are the top 11 that I feel like are the best for their positions for my playstyle. So some of them are questionable picks, but I have tried out so many players and it's come down to these 11 that I feel like are the best for me. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you hit the like button if you do, and make sure you check out also G2A. Links will be in the description. I think the last promo that EA should release, there's still two MLS All-Stars and Footies. Footies could be a good one. It could be a fun one, like Foot Birthday. I'm hoping it's kind of plays like that with position changes and OP stats, but hopefully more end of an era cards. I'm surprised they only did 2, right? Kaká and Pirlo. I was hoping for more, but anyway, guys, let us come down. Let us come down with me. Anyway, let us get on with this video. Alright, dudes, for the first position, goalkeeper, which is important, but most of them really, they concede the same kind of goals. Some goalkeepers might save you here and there. It's very inconsistent because EA basically, with the goalkeepers, they program the RNG. You don't know if they're going to save it sometimes, if they're not going to save it sometimes. It's just all down to the game, really. So goalkeeper isn't much of a big position in my opinion, but if you really want to shell out some more coins, I'll just go with the non-informed De Gea. Don't even bother with the special cards. They're all going to be the same. I've never tried out a special card of a goalkeeper and it's not the same as a non-informed. So for me, I'd recommend just De Gea. If you really want to go for a cheaper goalkeeper, Begovic do the same. Joe Hart is the same pretty much. The only reason I like De Gea is because of his traits, saves with his foot. So other than that, you won't see much difference with goalkeepers. So I feel like goalkeeper in this FIFA is probably one of the least important decisions. As long as you have a goalkeeper that's tall enough, they're all going to be pretty much the same. So next up, we have our very first centre-back. It's one that I have been trying out, not too much, but I actually purchased him from the market. Ferdinand, icon. He's one of the best centre-backs I've tried out, if not the best one. And look at this. I purchased him for, how much did I purchase him for? 448, so I guess he's still going for around the same price because there's one for 433k. Now, Ferdinand is a very, very good centre-back. He's fast, he's got stats, he's strong, and he's tall enough. How tall is he? 6'2", medium work rate, isn't that bad. Also, he has that 3-star weak foot, which is definitely helpful when centre-backs are making passes. So, we played with him for 36 games, and I only bought this guy, I think, last week. So, it's not too bad, guys. I actually really enjoyed using him. He has no goals, no assists, but he gets the job done, stopping fast attackers, and that's exactly what you need. Really fast centre-backs with all the Team of the Season cards running around in squads now. Next centre-back is an untradeable one that I got. So let's do low-high to find him pretty much straight away, and it is Sergio Ramos. Now, you guys could have been, you guys could ask, why aren't you using the Team of the Year one? It has way better stats, but I have this untradeable one. Why would I pay so much more coins just to upgrade this Sergio Ramos by a couple of stats? It's not worth it. So Sergio Ramos, this one overall is amazing. I find him better than all the centre-backs I've tried out. So I've tried out Otamendi. Otamendi, by the way, is a very good centre-back. He's probably one of the better ones from the Premier League. And even though his stats show that he's slow and stuff, but his agility makes him feel a lot faster. So don't, count out Otamendi just because of his pace. Also, Sergio Ramos, just strong, tall, and it's Sergio Ramos. Also, his work rates aren't that bad. High medium, I don't feel like they've ever been the problem for me just because of how fast he is. He easily catches up to some of the fastest attackers. He's just a strong centre-back, very, very good, and all his stats are amazing. 36 games, he even scored us a goal, probably a header from a corner, but look at that, 91 strength, 95 aggression, 99 slide tackling, stand tackling is 97. So even if the Team of the Year has better defending, all these stats are going to go up by a couple of attributes, so it's not too bad. Acceleration, I feel like that's going to be the biggest difference between this one and the Team of the Year one. But like I said, I'm not willing to splash more coins for someone that I already have in my club that's untradeable. So next up we have a right back who is untradeable as well, and it is Kyle Walker. We actually got him from our Team of the Season Ultimate SBC pack. Now the problem with this one is I haven't only played 9 games with him. I've actually played more than 30 games like all the other players I've showed. The thing is, I had the Kyle Walker bought up for 533k when the Premier League Team of the Season was out. Paid so much more money, and I think he's like 200k now. So lost a lot of coins on that. Could have you know, held out and, you know, just waited until I packed him in the Ultimate Team of the Season pack. But best right back, in my opinion, in this game is Kyle Walker. Very fast, very strong, and pretty much always in position. So I prefer my wing backs to be a bit more attacking than defensive. I know some people prefer more defensive. His crossing, where is it? 96 crossing, and also how much weak foot does he have? 2-star weak foot, but he's right-footed, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So 96 crossing, and with the fours I'm going to show you up front, you pretty much bet that we're going to get those headers in. So very fast, very strong, and amazing positioning. For me, I like them to be attacking, because sometimes with a 4-3-1-2 formation, it's a bit too central, and people can close this formation down very easily. So you sometimes have to rely on your wing backs in emergency situations to cross it to your strikers. So Kyle Walker, best right back in the game for me. Then we go to a player that I bought for quite a bit of coinage. Team of the Year Marcelo, boys. So I originally had a Roberto Carlos there. I used him in so many matches, but the problem with Roberto Carlos is he's so short, loses out on so many headers for me, and that kind of annoyed me a lot of the time. A lot of the matches came down to him losing headers, and even though he's fast, he got amazing shot on him, very good defensively, but when it came down to balls in the air, he was just really, really bad. He's just too short for my liking. So Marcelo, 5'9", played 36 matches. He assisted 6 times, guys, and 6 of those times were from crosses. And this guy's got 99 crossing, left-footed on the left side. Just magical. His crosses are amazing, especially with the forwards we have up front. This is the defense we have. Crazy defense: Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Ferdinand, Kyle Walker, and De Gea. Now, the midfield is a place where I experimented with so many players. I just couldn't find the right combination. Every time I'll try a different player, I'm like, oh, these crap. Oh, this guy doesn't really suit with the other 2 players. And some players, like Team of the Season Savage, I used him for so many matches. I even packed him. He was a #1 owner, but I had to sell him off just because I really disliked him. I feel like with Team of the Season Savage, his 88 rated inform card, or Path to Glory, I guess, is better. I don't know what it was, but something about the Team of the Season one just didn't really... He just didn't play well for me. He would move so slow, run so slow, and with all the Team of the Season cards now, it's just not viable. He's not a viable option in my opinion. Unless you're playing like, I don't know, how can you even fit Savage now in this meta? I don't see him much. I just don't like him. 88 rated, maybe he felt good before Team of the Season, just because players weren't as fast as when all these Team of the Season cards have been released. Maybe that's why I liked him. But after these like crazy cards have been released, the Team of the Season one just doesn't feel that good anymore. So the problem with him was he takes too long to accelerate and hit his top sprint speed, and even when he does, he's too slow still. He won't catch up to any big players. Also, moving around with him just felt so clunky, and sometimes in midfield I would prefer really high dribbling stats. So dribbling, moving quick, that's what I really prefer. So that is why Savage is out of the team, and I'm going to show you the top 3 midfielders I'm using now. So, also, this is the position right here. Left central mid is the one I kept experimenting with so many players. I just couldn't find the right combination. Anyway, let's see. So first one, we're gonna go with Lothar Matthaus. So 740k, I think, is that the cheapest he's going for? Let's see if we've lost money on him. There's only one on the market, so not too bad. We've slapped a shadow card on him. Now the problem is, I don't like midfielders that are short, but what he brings to the table, to the squad, is absolutely amazing. He's intercepting all the time. The amount of balls he wins me all the time during matches, obviously, he's just he's just essential to the squad. The only thing I would prefer if he was a bit taller, but guys, everything about him is amazing. He's all over the place. He feels like he's sometimes as a striker scoring me goals, sometimes he's defending, sometimes he's saving me from counterattacks. This guy is all over the place thanks to his high work rates, and also this guy does not get tired. He has 93 stamina, guys, so even though it says he has 78 strength, I feel like he has been a lot stronger for me thanks to his 93 aggression. And I'll show you some clips where he scored me a couple of goals. How many games did we play with him? We played with him 36 games, 4 goals and 5 assists. Not too bad from that position. Obviously, I would prefer more goals, but for me, with how good he has been defensively, I really like him. Now, in central mid, we have no other than Patrick Vieira. Now, normally I would have a different player here, but I'll show you what happens. So, Patrick Vieira, always been an amazing player for me. I used the Baby Hullet. This one I have, Baby Vieira, 985k we paid for this one. Let's see if we lost money on him. So he still goes for around the same price, but there isn't many of him on the market. I've only seen like 1 or 2 every time I check, so not too bad. The Baby Vieira that I've used for so many matches is better than Team of the Season 9 Golan, better than Team of the Season Pjanic in my opinion, and better than Team of the Season Goretzka. So those guys are good attacking, but I prefer a more defensive player, a more defensive midfield, and that is what I'm going for. So basically with Vieira, he's more defensive, and I definitely need that in the middle, and he's tall and he wins headers. So basically everything about him is amazing. He's fast, strong and tall. That's exactly what you need in a midfielder. And also his dribbling is not bad. 85 dribbling is pretty good. And for some reason, this guy does not feel as clunky as Savage. I don't know why. Turning with him is way better than Savage. So normally that's where I would use Savage, in the middle, because he's tall, got great heading stats, but he just didn't really fit the squad. Now, this is the position I kept experimenting so much. So Pjanic, I used him for 28 matches, 4 goals, 7 assists. Now, the thing I love about Pjanic is he's a really good midfielder, and for the price you're paying for, you get such a big midfielder that could take your free kicks, penalties, crossing, corners, everything he can do. He has crazy stats. Look at this, guys. For the price you're paying, 80, so many 99 stats in the shooting and the passing attributes, and everything else is not that bad. Stamina, aggression, strength. So he's a really good midfielder for the price. Now Goretzka, we paid 424k. How many games did we play with him? 10 games and 2 assists. So a bit average in my opinion. Didn't do too well for me. He was okay, but I guess he went up by a bit. But I don't know, I probably will sell him. Maybe I'll just keep him for now, just because he might become extinct, who knows, and then he might go up in price. But for now, his stats, he was always good, but he didn't seem to be a player that was always in the right position for me, so didn't really like him too much, so moved him out. 9 Golan is another one, played 40 matches. Guys, I gave him so much time. So 9 Golan is another one. It came down to how tall he is, and also his jumping stats isn't the greatest. So 5'9" with 82 jumping is not gonna cut it anymore, just because everyone has tall midfielders. Some people, dudes, Sterling was out heading this guy, so I was like, yeah, this guy ain't gonna cut it anymore. Even though he was decent attacking, defensively I didn't like him too much. 1 goal, 4 assists. Pretty shocking after 40 games in my opinion, especially as a midfielder. I mean, like, look at Matthaus. So 36 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, and I don't even use him for that. So the only reason I got 9 goals is because of his shooting stats, and he just wasn't cutting it for me. So the last midfielder for us, guys, I think we have him as a centre attacking mid. I'm not too sure. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think we do have him as centre attacking mid. We haven't changed his position. And it is Prime Hullet. So Hullet, I've used him in so many different positions. I would still use this guy as a striker, but we just have better players up front now. So Hullet, 114 matches played, 24 goals, 70 assists. We've moved this guy down very early on as a centre attacking mid, so this guy's been just amazing for us. 5-star weak foot, probably one of the best midfielders you could get in this game. And normally, guys, I would use him in the middle, but I've changed him with Vieira because I want a more defensive player in the middle to intercept, to slide tackle, to stand tackle. So I prefer a more defensive player in the middle and Hullet there. So we have two tall midfielders, very fast, very strong, and also a very strong and very fast midfielder, very good defensively, but short on the right side. So this is the best combo I could find for my playstyle. Amazing midfield this is. And even though I've tried out Pjanic, I've tried out Nainggolan, I've tried out the Savic, they just really wouldn't cut it for me. Even though these are the best, some of the best looking midfielders, just didn't really like it. Didn't really like them compared to Vieira, Lothar Matthaus and Hullet. So this is the midfield. My final midfield is this. You guys could be asking why are you using this Vieira? You haven't even tried him out. The baby Vieira was amazing for me, so I just went and upgraded for the best Vieira. And I could already tell with the baby Vieira being better than all these guys, I was like, yeah, I'd rather go with the prime Vieira. Alright, so centre attack and mid, guys, is gonna be no other than Lionel Messi. This guy has been amazing for me just because of the way I play, the dribbling stats on him, just shooting, the finesse shots are crazy. So Messi, we purchased it for 1.1 million. I'm pretty sure we lost coins on him. Let me just double check that. Actually, he still goes for around the same price, maybe a bit more. But we bought him fresh, not too bad. And these are his stats. 36 games played, 21 goals, 11 assists. Amazing centre attack and mid for me. Definitely would prefer if he has a 5-star weak foot, but 4-star is good enough for me. And his left foot is so deadly, his finishing is amazing, and this guy is so fast. But the best thing about him, it has to be his dribbling and positioning. For sure, his positioning is amazing. What's his attack positioning on his team of the season card? Has to be 99. There we go. So Messi, I've always loved Del Piero, but Messi had to replace him just because Messi is Messi. And dribbling stats being at, what, 98? So good, especially as a central player. I've always preferred Messi as a central player, and him as a centre attack and mid is just godlike. Assists my top two strikers, assisting even my midfielders. Crossing is amazing with him, but dribbling and opening up the defense is the best thing about Messi. Just the dribbling stats and finding, just, you know, causing problems at the back for your opponents, even against team of the season centre backs. That is what I love about this Messi. He is weak, but still, if you know how to dribble with this Messi, if you know how to use him, he could be one of the best weapons you could have in this game. So guys, that brings us to our first striker, and that is Prime Ronaldo. We use him on the left side just because he has a 5-star weak foot, so it really doesn't matter what side you're going to use him on. This guy is a machine. He is everywhere, winning headers, scoring goals, just intercepting even. Just the guy is amazing. 36 games played, 25 goals, 20 assists. So 5-star skills, 5-star skill moves, and we actually got this guy for very cheap. We did his SBC when the market was gone. There was nothing left on the market. It was the first day the World Cup expansion came out, or the second day, and the market was just crap. Every player was so cheap, so we did this SBC for extremely cheap. We even had some of the baby icons we could use, so I didn't even buy so many players to even do this SBC. I literally did it for like 300k. If I count what I had in my club, 300k, and this guy is probably one of the best SBCs we've ever done. So the icons this year are way better than most team of the season players, honestly. So Ronaldo scoring us mostly finesse shots outside the area, scoring us goals as well with his head and just long shots. Everything about this Ronaldo is amazing. His finishing, his positioning, just I could see why so many pro players use him. Amazing player, 96 rated, and medium work rate. You really don't feel that. He's always in position for me, and one of the best strikers in the game, if not the best. Then we have our final player up front. It's no other than the highest rated player in the game, guys, striker Ronaldo. I even kept him as a base with the basic chemistry style just because there's no point. I feel like basic is the best for him. So he has so many good stats. There's no point of me explaining what this Ronaldo could do. Just how he moves, how he dribbles, how strong he feels. Everything about this Ronaldo is amazing. The finesse shots, the free kicks that he could do for us. Also, guys, The amount of headers this Ronaldo scores for us just because we have Timothy and Marcelo and Kyle Walker crossing it, or even any of these midfielders, or even this Ronaldo. Look at this Ronaldo. Crossing is 75, but he feels so much better when you're crossing it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo, if it lands on his head, it's pretty much a goal, and that is what I love about this Ronaldo. So we lost the most coins on Ronaldo though. We purchased him for before the World Cup expansion was out, and I even forgot that he's gonna be in the final team of the season. So I thought I bought him at the wrong time, basically. 2.9 million coins, and how much is he going for right now? 2.9 million coins, and look at that, 2.2. So everything about this Ronaldo I really, really like. Everything about him is just amazing. Messi, Ronaldo, these guys up front are amazing. This midfield is amazing, and also this defense is amazing. So everything about this team I really, really like. Let me know, guys, who do you have in your final squads? Does it look like this? This is what I've been waiting for. I've been playing with this squad quite a bit, as you guys already know. I only recently made this squad. I've already played 36 games with most of these players, so it's quite crazy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, guys, what have you been up to? Have you been playing the World Cup mode, or have you returned back to the normal foot? Let me know in the comment section below. And this is the team I'm going to be using throughout the whole of FIFA. These guys I'll probably be selling later on, just because I have no use for them. But I don't know, because who am I going to buy? Unless the footies come out and I can see someone replacing some of these players. I just can't see that happening, just because footies don't have crazy stats when they do come out. I might make a fun squad with footies, but other than that, this is going to be my final squad, boys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you did, and hopefully you have a very nice day.